The latest Israel-Gaza war has had a global impact, with supporters for both sides in the conflict taking to the streets of major cities. The European Union has strongly condemned the attack by Hamas on Israel.
We agreed that the priority is to cease violence and to prevent further regional escalation. It is of utmost importance to ensure the release of hostages as well as the protection of civilians at all times and by all parties.
Divisions in opinion are also visible at the highest levels of politics as the EU struggles to find common ground. Following an announcement that it was to suspend aid to Palestine, a diplomatic row with clashes between several member states saw an 11th hour U-turn.
There's a lot of discussions ongoing. The Commission is also currently assessing how the recent tragic events might affect our current and our future development assistance. EU funding supports the financing of most essential services for the Palestinian populations and contributes direct financing also to the Palestinian Authority.
In an attempt to moderate, the EU invited top diplomats from Israel and the Palestinian Authority to an emergency meeting. Meanwhile, the leaders of the UK, US, France, Germany and Italy released a joint statement expressing steadfast and united support for the State of Israel. French President Emmanuel Macron reinforced that message during a two-day bilateral trip to Germany.
The blackmail being carried out by Hamas is unbearable blackmail that we can only condemn. We condemn all countries which have welcomed the horrors perpetrated by Hamas, which is the case of Iran.
As some EU member states pledge to provide diplomatic intelligence or security support if requested, further afield, the US edges closer to sending its warships to assist Israel's land, air and sea bombardment. As these unprecedented events unfold, the international community's response has fallen along largely familiar lines. Muslim-majority countries backing Palestine, much of the West staunchly pro-Israel, whilst calling for proportional military responses. Whether there'll be any changes in loyalties in either direction looks right now very unlikely. Shadia Edwards-Dashti, TRT World.